There's a lot of cosmetics in Sea of Thieves that players can purchase as well as unlock with gold coins as well as doubloons, and there's obviously some items over in the Pirate Emporium. We got clothing items, we have skins for weapons as well as various cosmetics for your ships, but the most coveted item that players like to go after eventually are the curses. And for the past several years now, players have been able to unlock up to 8 curses in the game. Some of them a little bit more difficult to get than others, but the 8 that were in the game previously to Season 12 include Blessing of Athena's Fortune, Curse of Sunken Sorrow, Curse of the Order, Shores of Gold Curse, Skeleton Curse, Ashen Curse, Legendary Curse, and perhaps the most difficult curse to acquire, the Legendary Blessing of Athena's Fortune. Then in Season 12's Plunder Pass, this began to change. Rare added 2 more curses, including the Creeping Stone Curse, as well as the Solid Stone Curse. They were locked behind the premium side of the Plunder Pass. The premium side of the Plunder Pass does cost ancient coins, which is the real-life microtransaction in the game where you exchange real money for the ancient coins. This was concerning to a lot of pirates whenever Season 12's Plunder Pass came out, and it was revealed that there were 2 curses locked behind the premium side of the Plunder Pass. However, the majority of Sea of Thieves players already were getting the Plunder Pass on a seasonal basis, and it was kind of sort of earned by completing the Plunder Pass. And to be fair, the Plunder Pass compared to other passes in other online live service games like the Battle Pass in Fortnite is way easier to get to 100. Seriously, it didn't take me that much effort at all to go from 0 to 100 in the Season 12 Plunder Pass. I think I accomplished it within the first week. But still, obviously, a lot of players were not happy about the fact that the curses were not earnable in the game. They were put behind a paywall. But it would only get worse when Rare would release the next curse recently, the Stormstrike Curse in the Pirate Emporium. This is the first official curse that is in the Emporium, hopefully the last, which will cost you 499 ancient coins, roughly $5 US. There was huge backlash by the community when it came to the addition of the Stormstrike Curse behind the Pirate Emporium paywall. In fact, in the most recent Sea of Thieves video, there was a spotlight section where one of the developers at Rare mentioned the feedback that players were giving them in regards to the Pirate Emporium, but they said nothing about what that feedback was specifically about, which was the Stormstrike Curse controversy. All they really said was, the Pirate Emporium is critical to the ongoing operation of Sea of Thieves. And I think that most fans of the game understand that. It's a live service online game, and yes, they have to make money through the Plunder Pass as well as the Pirate Emporium in order to pay the team at Rare in order to be able to continue making content for future seasons of Sea of Thieves. Most of us completely understand, and a lot of the players were already backing Sea of Thieves not only by buying the premium version of the Plunder Pass, but buying items from the Emporium whenever something would come in the Emporium or if there was a sale that happened to pique our interest. To this point, I've noticed in the Sea of Thieves news videos and spotlight videos that they've done a good job talking about the issues that the community have been having with the game, and they have been, for the most part, transparent except for this incident. And if you go down to the comment section of that video, a lot of people are talking about this particular issue regarding the Stormstrike Curse being locked behind the Pirate Emporium paywall. One solution could be trying to meet the community halfway on this issue, keeping the Stormstrike Curse in the Emporium, but at the same time making it where players could actually earn the Stormstrike Curse in the game. It probably wouldn't be easy. There'd be challenges that the players would have to meet in order to acquire it without having to fork over 499 ancient coins in the store for the curse. But at the very least, you would give pirates the option to get the Stormstrike curse one way or the other. But going forward, I don't think that any other curses should be added to the Emporium because of the negative feedback that Rare has gotten from the community. I think that this was a mistake on their part. I understand the need to find ways to earn revenue in the game, but ticking off your community is not going to help you financially. Another problem I see with adding the 2 stone curses to the Plunder Pass is those are limited time items. And if you did not complete the Season 12 Plunder Pass, or if you didn't purchase the premium version of it, those 2 stone curses should also be taken into consideration going forward. Give players that missed out on acquiring the 2 stone curses and the Stormstrike curse the ability to eventually earn those curses in the game, just like with all the other previous curses that we have. My concern is going forward, this is probably where Rare is going to put the curses, either behind Plunder Passes, the premium side, as well as the Pirate Emporium, without giving players the means to acquire the curses in game. Hopefully Rare takes the negative feedback they've been getting from the community very seriously going forward and learn from this quote-unquote mistake. I realize they need the Pirate Emporium to keep the game going, but adding curses behind the paywall is not the answer. So what could Rare add to the Pirate Emporium that's not curses that would actually make people want to fork over real-life money for ancient coins in order to buy said items, excluding curses? I've browsed through the Emporium numerous times over the past several months, and yeah, there's a lot of cosmetics in there. Some look really good. Others look very, very questionable. But something that I was thinking about, and I believe that I'm not the only one that feels this way, because I actually went into Reddit and saw people asking the same question regarding the cosmetics they would like to see in Sea of Thieves, is that some of the outfits, some of the cosmetics like ship designs, etc., feel a little too ridiculous and not as realistic as they would like. So maybe Rare should kind of scale back and put in more quote-unquote realistic looking clothing items, weapon skins, as well as ship cosmetics in the Emporium going forward. Now, I realize that in all the shops in the game, you have more realistic clothing items, and you have some silly clothing items, and you have some more ridiculous ones as well in all the item shops, including the Pirate Emporium. Now, what I think Rare could do when it comes to some of the designs, and there are some cosmetics that work in the game for various role-playing, because some people like to pretend to be the Royal Navy, right? The British Royal Navy, or the French Navy, or the Dutch Navy, or the Spanish Navy, etc. I kind of touched on this in a previous video, but I like the idea of old world, like empires, cosmetics from like the British Empire of the time, the French Empire, Dutch, Spanish, etc. Maybe adding some various cosmetics. Some stuff's already in the game, like various red coat outfits, but a lot of people do like to role play. Case in point, we have so many colorful sails in the game now. What about scaling it back just a little bit, back to just like white sails, but with different stripe patterns on it, like a stripe pattern that would represent the British Empire, the French Empire, the Dutch, the Spanish, various others that existed during a certain time period that Sea of Thieves may or may not be set in. Flag designs, whether it's like old empires or infamous pirate flags from the time period of the golden age of piracy. There should also be regular sales happening in the Pirate Emporium, not once every now and then. But that is an issue, because like I said, there's so much content already in the Pirate Emporium. It's hard to imagine what direction to go or what they need to add to pique people's interests that, have old Captain Fry telling Rare, shut up and take my ancient coins. But now I want to know what you think about this controversy. What is your opinion regarding the curses, and what do you think Rare needs to do to increase sales in the Pirate Emporium in order to ensure that Sea of Thieves continues to have future seasons for years to come? Your thoughts, views, and opinions, welcome, as always, below in the comments section.